doing a very quick video today, and it's testing out a new bit of kit I bought, which is holding this camera in place. So I've been looking for a while at the Peak Design rucksack camera mount basically. However, it's what, 65 quid? Which is quite a lot for a little bit of metal. So I then discovered this, which is made by UTEBIT, and it does the same thing for £20. So I thought I'd do a little quick review on it at a local river. So I'm 3-4 miles from home, walking on the side of the South Esk, and I'm giving this a test. This is the first simple test, although I'm still on belt and braces mode, so if something goes wrong it won't hit the deck, and then soon I'll be really putting it through its paces. Now, if I'm honest, on a walk like this I wouldn't generally use this. In fact, to be honest, I'd just probably carry a tripod and the camera. This is more for climbing mountains or mountain biking. Oh, beautiful dipper down there. So yeah, so this costs what, £21 including postage. I'm just going to put it through its paces today on a stunning day in early November. This is a beautiful place. This is at Kerr. It's the walk along the river, and I know this place well from summer because there's a great place here for swimming. But at this time of year it's just a riot of colour. So this is a place I know very well from the summer. In fact, I know the water here is at least 5 metres deep below me, and I've dived off this rock many times. It's a really good place, and the colours behind me are stunning. But as I say, what I'm mainly talking about is this, and first impressions are good. It holds very nicely. I feel secure with it, so there's a bit of a scramble to get up these rocks, and I never sort of had any doubts about it. It feels good. If you've got the camera just on the strap around you, at these points you always got the worry that it's going to smash into the rock. This wasn't a problem. Taking it on and off is a two-handed operation, unfortunately for me at the moment, and that's a bit of a pain when you're holding a selfie stick. But under normal circumstances it's not an issue. Whoa, sea trout just jumped. It's well made, it feels secure, and yeah, on a walk like this I wouldn't use it really. I'd use it for big mountains or mountain biking. Also, it doesn't actually work with my tripod head, so I might have to change my tripod head or do something. So it's better for using it when you're just trying to get snaps or scout, or if you're in the mountains you can use it most of the time, and if you found that wonderful picture that you want to have perfect, you can then get the tripod off, mess about with it, but it's worth it. But it will mean that you get more photos than you would normally without it, because quite often if you've got a big heavy pack on, taking the pack off is a pain, and just having it slung around your shoulders is, again, it just isn't comfortable. This is much better. So yeah, so far I'm impressed, but I will be trying a bit later, although I'm going to shut up now and take some photos because it is quite a nice day. So taking it off is very simple. Press the red button here, and you've got your camera to hand and you can start taking photos. Again, this doesn't fit on my tripod, which is annoying, but I tend to love panos, so if I stop to actually take photos, it's something really worth it. I'll probably take the rucksack off, get the big lens out, which does have the right tripod attachment for it, and I'll slow down and start taking them. This I use mainly for if you're in the hills, if you see that wonderful view that you want to get a quick shot of, and then you can start messing around or just be happy with that photo. So straight away I'm in a position where I can start taking pictures. Unfortunately, putting it back on doesn't work quite so easily and quickly. fact, it's a bit of a faff. Yeah, there. However, the thing that's important is to get it off so you can take the photos. Put it back on, you can live with a bit of faff. It's the speed at which the camera comes to hand that's important. And on that, I've got to say I'm impressed. You do have the option of tightening it up even further using this. So if you're doing something stupid like I'm going to try next time I'm out, which is mountain biking, then it should be okay. In fact, I probably will get rid of the strap. At the moment, I've got this on just in case it goes wrong. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, to be honest. So, as I say, it's a good bit of kit. And yeah, I'll put a link below. I'm not getting anything for it. It'd be nice if I was, but I'm not. But I just thought it was a useful thing for people to discover if you're an active photographer who likes to spend time in the great outdoors. So, would I use it here? Nah. I just carry the tripod with the camera attached. In the high mountains, absolutely, it'd be a really good, useful thing to do, especially when you're carrying a heavy pack over uneven ground. The number of times when you're tired, there's a photo you should take, but you just can't be bothered to stop and take all the gear off. I'd also use it on the mountain bike, again for the same reason, to enable you to get quick shots. Another thing I want to say with it is, walking somewhere like this, you do feel a bit of a prat. Walking on the big camera attached to you, you look a bit of a moron. So, would I use it in a busy park or somewhere really popular? Yeah, I probably would, because I'm used to looking like a moron. But anyway, I've stopped here and just spotted this bench behind me with a view. And yeah, thought I'd stop and get some photos. So I've got this bench ahead of me, the river southwest disappearing and the nice autumn light. Nice beautiful colours. So I've set the image up. I've focused using live view, so everything's on manual. I've then set it up so I'm at about half a second, f10, ISO 200, it's quite dark, and I've set it up so there's a polarizer on to try and reduce the brightness of the river and bring out the colours even more, and it's on mirror lockup, so the first one you should hear should be the mirror going up. Then I'll click again. And let's have a look at the image. So that's quite dark. I'm going to let a bit more light in, which is a bit awkward with these settings. It's still beautiful. I'll show you the results in the film now. The other thing that I think this scene needs is a bit of human interest. I'm tempted to set it on a 10-second timer and run over there and sit down and have my photo taken. The only problem is I'm not very photogenic, so I think I might have to come back here with my kids and Brody the dog. I think they'd look great here. But it's a good place. I just have to dash. Well, and so this is the next part of the UTEBIT video, and I have to say this is where I think it's most useful, is being able to wear it with a long lens when you're out in good habitat looking for wildlife. So very quickly you can have the camera off the mount and be snapping away before the wildlife spots you. You don't have to mess about with your rucksack, you don't have the strap tangled around you, although I do still use this. I'm not quite that brave yet. So it does give you a good option for having the camera on the go and ready when you're out, say looking for wildlife, or if you've got the really big lens as well. So if I'm carrying my big prime, I can have this on my shoulder ready to go into action at any time. So for £20, it's a good bit of kit.